3. We are no longer speaking as mere observers, as simple chroniclers of past representation. We are speaking as their heirs. Paul Ricoeur, Memory, History, Forgetting, page 309. Booked solid. 3 September 2016, 10:33 a.m., 42 degrees, 26 minutes, 41.6 seconds north, 87 degrees, 49 minutes, 32.5 seconds west. Once we turned off the main highway and headed south through Emilia-Romagna, I remember thinking that now the landscape looked, well, more the way I had hoped Italy would look. Meadows, villas, farmhouses with tile roofs, churches that might have been abandoned for centuries, or maybe were just really old. I had some reservations for our party in the town of San Polo d'Enza, a nice little town, that is, the closest place to stay if you are visiting the Castello di Canossa. Now I know, I knew, I was aware at the time that I was just enabling passive behavior in everyone else by making the reservations, by taking this initiative. Right from the beginning of the journey, I had made it very clear that I was not the travel coordinator, that I would absolutely not be responsible for planning anyone's accommodation but my own. But, well, one day in Turin, I had my laptop open and I was checking the availability of rooms near Canossa, just for myself, and I saw that things were getting a little tight. And really, I didn't want to leave this part of our trip to chance. I mean, if I let them book their own rooms, I'd probably end up driving the minivan all over Emilia-Romagna every morning to pick up one person at the Hotel Matilda in San Bartolomeo and another person at the Best Western della Rosa in Parma and somebody else at the Hotel La Maddalena in Quattro Castella. So I decided to grab some rooms while they were still available. Just get some reservations, all in one town, in the name of someone I knew, which is to say, in my name, just in case everything was booked when we arrived, which in fact turned out to be the case. Now, there was one B&B closer to the Canossa Castle. It's an old hunting lodge on a neighboring hill, about a kilometer away from the ruins. But that place had been reserved for the whole season, so I didn't bother mentioning it to anyone and just booked some rooms in San Polo. I put the imperial family and the two Gozzilos in the Villa Albareggi, the numero uno de uno B&B a San Polo, according to TripAdvisor Italia, which either meant it was the creme de la creme or the only one, I wasn't sure. When I pulled the minivan up in front of the villa, a stately old house just outside the center of town, Bertha seemed pleased. 7 years later, I couldn't tell you what she did or said to convey her approval, but I remember quite clearly my own feeling of relief. For the rest of us, that would be Bruno, Lambert, myself, and the Rabbit Warriors, I had found rooms a few blocks away in the Hotel Papillon, a budget hotel on the upper floors of what looked like an office building above a branch bank in the center of town. The place had only 2 stars because it was basically just sleeping rooms, not much in the way of amenities. But to me it was perfectly adequate, considering that there were plenty of restaurants, bars, and cafes just outside. Bruno complained a little about how far he had to walk to babysit for Conrad. I told him there was nothing anyone could do. The town was booked solid.